So I've got a bunch of games that I've accumulated for the last little while. I was cleaning up my closet and I found all these games that I don't really use, so I'm going to be trading those into VGP. So let's see what I end up finding today. I want to find something for the Switch, maybe for PS2, something that I don't have, or something that I need, that a friend needs, that I can trade him for a game. So I'm getting rid of all of these games right here. So we just discovered that Mario Sports Mix was actually a printed copy front and the manual is incomplete, so I knew that was an issue, so I got $5 trade for that. So in total I got $50 in trade for everything. I got 3 fantastic games, 2 for the PS2 and 1 for the 3DS, so we're going to show you that at home. Unfortunately, they did not take this Black Ops copy, which was brand new, but nevertheless I did get 3 good games.
How you doing? Just picking up some wrestlers.
This is the Kingpin of WWE action figures. So this is my friend at the flea market on Dixie. How long are you going to be there for?
I don't know, for a few more months we'll see. Hopefully I'll stay longer, but we're not sure if he's selling the building.
Alright, so anyways, I'm selling these guys off. As you know, I'm a big WWE action figure collector. These are the guys that I got a few videos back. I'm going to get rid of these. These figures are actually going to fund me to buy my next purchase for video games. So I always look out for WWE action figures. I'm getting rid of these for 120 bucks. And this money I'm going to use towards buying video games right now. So stay tuned for what. So basically, I'm picking all of this up here for $130. A bunch of PS2 games and a bunch of other DS titles. And you're going to be keeping the 2 Pokemons, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, so the 2 Pokemons I didn't end up getting. I ended up getting all of these games right here. Pretty fantastic deal. All for $130. So here's the following games that I got. I did overpay for them, but however, there was a couple of games that I needed. 4 games in total that were really worth the lot. So here, in no particular order, I'll be showing what I found. So we'll start off with the DS games first. So these were the 3 DS loose games that I got. So Starfy is a good one. Kingdom of Hearts is good. I don't know too much of this game. Nevertheless, I got 2 more 3DS games. Once again, nothing really big. However, the games that were big were basically worth what I paid the lot for. So the next game, so these games are pretty much filler titles. So just I'll quickly show you. Avatar, Silver Surfer. Don't know what that is, but that's a sealed game. A game that I'll be keeping is Speed Racer, so that's a pretty good find for me. Once again, Bionicles, nothing big. A Red Bull game. I can't believe DS made some really weird games. But here's another game that I've never come across. So Alien Addict. So this will be added to the collection. I just like the fact that I was just seeing the gameplay on YouTube, and this looks like a pretty fun game. So I think this would keep me entertained for a bit. Once again, a few more games. So this was the guy's younger brother's collection of stuff that he didn't really want, so they just got this for me. So nothing really good, but that's a really good game there. Star Wars. So that's worth a couple bucks there. This one here is also good. Spider-Man 3 is a good title there. A very uncommon game. I do own this already, but this game right here, there's a game called Shaolin Monks. So this is a part of that game. Really fun game. If you haven't played it, this is has some value to it. Another good game that I got from there was Star Wars Battlefront. And the last one I got was Trauma Center Under the Knife. So I already have these 2 in my collection, but it's still nice to get a few games to my collection. So now we're on to the PS2 titles. Before starting off with the PS2 titles, I totally forgot. I did get this DS as well, part of the deal. And this was the bag that I got. He also had a Pokemon Pearl game, which was loose, and a Pokemon Soul Silver, but he just wanted way too much. He said $70 for those 2 games, and they were loose, so I didn't really want to pick those up. So I was like, you know what, I'll pass. But nevertheless, these were the PS2 games. Once again, common titles, but really fun titles. So really solid titles. So there's Jak 3 right there. Jak and Dexter, the original. Shout out to my good friend Retro Big J 86. Hey, Retro Big J, if you do need this game, let me know. He's a big fan of Resident Code Evil Veronica. Like he collects only Resident Evil games. Like he collects a ton of games. He has a great channel, but this is one of his things that he likes to catch up on and really collect for. So if you need this game, Retro Big J, let me know. A copy of Time Splitters, which is a really underrated game, but really fun game. Final Fantasy 12. There's another Final Fantasy. So I don't know if these are two different variants of the same game. Or this is part 2, I don't know. But please let me know in the comments. A game that I'll be adding to the collection. Sadly, I didn't have Final Fantasy X, so super happy to get that. Another game I didn't have in my collection was Kingdom Hearts 2. So really happy to cross that off the list too. And what's really cool about this is the title. Like, it's so nice how it looks. So the other pickup was the Avatar. So I don't know if there's 4 games to this or not, but that's a nice title there. Another Avatar game right here. The Inferno. Continuing with the games, Ratchet and Clank. Beyond Good and Evil. The First Kingdom of Hearts. Brave. So I might be keeping this game here too. It looks like a fun game. It's a lot of like walking around, so it is like an action game. Harry Potter. Another Harry Potter. The Avatar, The Last Airbender game. Enter the Matrix. A game which I also have to add to the collection. I got this on the Xbox, but I do need it on the PS2, is Star Wars Battlefront. A copy of God of War. Star Wars Republican Heroes. Another game I add to my collection. Star Wars Episode 3. I know there's a lot of people that hate on this specific movie, but I really liked it. So, does anyone like this movie? Or am I the only human being that likes this movie? But I really like this. So this is going to be added to the collection. Another game that will be added to my collection is Star Wars Fighters. I remember renting this game once with my brother, but it was years ago. And it was okay. So it was a little hard, but I really enjoyed it. Another game to add to my collection is Shadow of the Colossus. So really happy to get that. I did have that once. I didn't give it... I actually just recently picked that up this year or last year. And I got rid of it by accident. So I got rid of it in a trade. So I'm happy to get that back again. Another game that's added to the collection is Star Wars Bounty Hunter. Resident Evil 4 is the other game. Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2. So that's a good game to always have. Nice and shiny. I really love the artwork on that. The next game I got is Simpsons Head and Run. Or Simpsons Road Rage. So I already have this title. So I'm either going to be trading this off to VGP, or I'm going to be trading it to another friend of mine. I have to ask if he has that or not. But we'll probably do a trade there. So don't know too much about this game. It seems pretty fun. So I'm going to give that a go. A game that I'm not really too interested in. Marvel Nemesis. I wasn't a big fan of this at all. A really fun game right here. Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur 3. A really fun, underrated game. Twisted Metal Black. It's very twisted. If you don't own this in your collection, you gotta own this one. This is a really fun game. Ratchet and Clank, Deadlock, Jak 2. Now here are the 4 games that I got. that was pretty much worth a lot, and the pickup of the week is right here. However, before I start off on that, I'd like to quickly show you what I got from VGP this week. So what I got from VGP was the following. It was a buy two get one free. So I got Metal Gear Solid, which was listed at $14.99. Persona 4. It's a Shin Miyagi. I was really happy to find this. I haven't found this in the wild, so this was also $14.99. And the game that I got for free, I've been looking for everywhere. I thought this was the pickup of the week until I got this game. The games that I'm about to show you. So it was Time Splitters, Futures Past. So that was $10. So these two were $14.99 each. That was free. Now getting on to the games that I'm quite excited to play are this one right here, Okage Shadow King. So my friend Reen Bean, I follow his channel. Check out his channel. He got this game right here. So another game which is pretty uncommon is Vampire Knights. So I got this as well. So this is part of that great package that I spent. So I did have to sell off some WWE figures, but I didn't really need them. Just a little sidetrack. As you know, that's my WWE figure, and that big blue bag are all the baggy figures that I want to trade away for video games for my collection. But nevertheless, getting back onto the topic, the next game I'm really happy to own now is Dragon Ball Z Infinite World. So this is a pretty expensive game. It's going up in price. And a big loud shout out to my friend Gamer Manuel. His channel you gotta check out. He actually basically introduced me to this game by watching his videos. He got part 1 and part 2. This is part 3. But this is about a $75 game, which I'm about to show you. And that is Clock Tower 3. So it's $75 Canadian online, I checked up. So that was my overall pickup this week. So I had to wheel and deal a little. But I did manage to find some awesome games. So yeah, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. I might be maybe trading off some of these to extend the video a little bit more to VGP. So let's see what I end up doing. But thank you guys so much for viewing. If I do trade these games away, you'll see a little added extra to the channel of this video then. So continuation of the video, I decided to go today to VGP 2 times in 1 week, so this is pretty cool. This game are all full in the bag. I added maybe a remote or two. So let's see what we get in trade credit and what we'll be finding today. So unfortunately, all these games here did not go in for trade. All the DS games, so there's a bunch of PS2 titles there. But there's these games that traded in for $5 each. Those were $3. These ones were $3. I think the bottom ones were $3 and the top ones here were $4. And those were $2. So altogether, I got $69 in trade. We'll see what I get from the credit that I get. Alright, so I got these games. A buy 2, get 1 free. The following 3 games are Mario Party, Our World is at End, Big Box, and Cat Quest. So that's not bad. After wheeling and dealing today, or since 2 days ago, I got these 3 games, plus I got to keep the Clock Tower 3. This is why you got a video game hunt all the time, to swap and trade for newer games for the collection. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see ya whenever we see